Hello everybody and welcome to today's video. Today I want to talk to you about what should be in your Git repository of your Django project and what shouldn't. First of all, yes, you do want the Gitignore file, you want a license and you want a readme file, and for a Python project like a Django project you want to have a requirements.txt. If you want to check these files just go to this URL, it will be in the video description, and I will go through them now in detail. Your .gitignore should contain at least your Python compiled files. In this case it's .pyc. It could also be __ pycache __. You do not want your db.sqlite committed to your Git repo. That is, if you use SQLite as a database backend, which is often the case for beginners projects. You do not want your virtual environment in your Git repository. That's why you have your requirements.txt file for. I will come to that in a second. You definitely do not want, like if you're using PyCharm or any other IDE, you don't want your IDE config files in there. Keep them locally, keep them in a separate folder, whatever, but don't have them in your main Git repo. And also, if you have like an uploaded media folder or htdocs folder where you generate static files, you don't want that in your Django repository online. Now, the license file, choose whatever you want. I have the MIT license here. For the README, well, make a quick README, clone the repo, cd into the repo, create a virtual env, activate virtual env, and install requirements and migrate and run server, like the basic things, and tell people what is required to run this app. Requirements.txt, in my case it just has an information about Django and some requirements like Markdown, Pillow, Django filter, and Django REST framework. Okay, what else goes into your app? Basically all your Python files and your Django apps. In this case I have my backend app, which has a settings py, which contains my settings, including my secret key. This is an example application where I don't care about this secret key, but be aware that this secret key is important to your Django installation, so you should never have the secret key in your repository like I do right there. That's a no-go. Instead, what you would have is you would have an empty secret key here, and you would have a second settings file that you only have on your production system with a separate secret key and with debug equals false, but I will have a video on that up later. So settings is a different story. Another thing that goes into your repo, quite easy, are your migrations. Yes, migrations go into the Git repo. There's a very simple reason for this. Somebody checks out the project, runs migrate, and comes back 1 month after that and does a git pull and checks out, oh, new migrations, and there you go. You can just call migrate and everything works. If you don't have migrations here, people will run make migrations on their own, and this means, well, I mean, most of the time that's fine, but as soon as you have some special migrations, like you want to add a column and you want to remove the column in a later migration, for instance for services that are live right now and that you want to migrate step by step, then this is what you want. You want a migration history and you want it clean. Alright, what else goes into your repo? Documentation. In this case it's the tutorial folder here where I have documentation written in Markdown. Please write documentation, write a tutorial or some kind of info for the users, for the developers, how to run the app, how to use the app, maybe even a user manual. Put it in your Git repo, it totally goes here. Alright, that's about it. I have sample images here, which is kind of okay, but not best practice, I guess. I could have put them somewhere else, but they're here now, so okay. And that's about it. That's all you should have in your Git repo. Don't put any extra stuff in there. Don't put any advertisements or weird installer scripts, something like. It should be a clean repo without that much things to look at. Alright, thanks, and if you want more videos like that, best practice videos or whatever, give me a hint in the comments and let me know what topics you're interested in, and I will see if I can make a video about it. Thanks and bye.